Well, this is gonna be another day for a two-liner pull-out. Let me get the sun into my face, and it goes like this. 財真色相似的日子都必話. Alright, and today I'm gonna talk about what Andrew Bustamante. By the way, I really appreciate all this knowledge that this CIA, ex-CIA came out. It just blows my mind. This the amount of information that comes out of his head is amazing. This guy, he deserved to be the director of CIA under my watch. And his name is Andrew Bustamante, and I'll give him a quote. He talked to Lex Freeman just maybe a few months ago, could be 2 months, and he said some sort of reference about the cute girls overseas. You know, Lex Freeman, I know what you want. I know what you want. It's a message relayed from the secret CIA. With that, I'm going to talk about, I have a message for Michelle Chang. Michelle Chang, the figure ice skater? I think her name is Chang. And basically what I want her to do is, of course, get into music, practice a song, perform some sort of stage performance, dress up yourself as Six Flags, Bugs Bunny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Looney Tunes Dance Off. Today, 3 other finalists are competing for the title Best Dance Duo. Each one will choose a partner. They come and sing to a song of their choice. For folks, let's bring them out. Here are contestants. The first is Bunny. We all learn to love Bugs Bunny. That could be a really good starter speech, or you could go to Poker Face, which I sang the first. I want to talk about short-term memory and long-term memory, according to what Andrew Bustamante told me. He said, in terms of recalling the memory, the duration for the recall for short-term is 7 seconds, and the long-term is 12 minutes. And I think I could vouch to that. And basically, just like I'll give you an example. Just like Silly Girl, the acapella that I performed just yesterday. 2 days ago, and so I stumble actually on the verse, on the verse so I got it pretty much nailed, and it's because I've been doing Uber and it filters me out, so I spent considerable time memorizing that song. Right now is I'm doing software, so it's still I'm not memorizing the lyrics in full time, so it took me still 3 times as longer. It took me 3 months to memorize the word by word for Silly Girl. It could be 4 months, and so I got it most. And toward the very last verse is to pretend. I remember it's to pretend. See, you only remember when you stumble in delivery, and oh yeah, I got it. So I got that one, and yesterday it was the second verse. It's called a sheep. See, I cannot I had to go through the whole routine and recall, because I cannot read Cantonese. I couldn't even memorize it, and so it's a sheep wool. And so I think because of those two, I'm able to get the whole song. And so what I'm trying to say is, long-term memory, it's like taking clothes to a dry cleaner, right? It's old, and you just want to just refurbish it, or just pamper it up. And I guess so like that song, I've been doing it for a long time, but it's sitting in the closet, and now I want to bring it back to life. So I took a dry cleaner, and it's like wine. It ages better. It's just recalling it and stuff. Right now is I could start to remember the pretend part. 家中再有從前應該的氣氛. So that's like pretend to suit up for a date, right? And 羽毛從不經意地抱着我直看天地. So that's sheep wool, right? So I got it because like I was recalling the memory from short term previous long term to stuff, and then I clearly got it. And so if if I were to perform Silly Girl, I'll probably do it tomorrow. I would have so much high confidence I'll get it. I'll get it. Like yes, the 2 days ago, I was still off. Like I missed two lines. I jumped two lines. And when you do a live performance and you miss a couple of stuff, like you could recover. But sometimes, as in the process of recovering, you just lose that energy. It's like Michelle Kwan, doing ice skating, and you did not really stumble, but you sort of like uh, discombobulated. But that discombobulated just loses the energy, right? Because you go, oh, you're struggling. Oh, that's the jump part. It's like when you play piano, you have the jump part. What James McFadden told me, and that's the hard part. And so another example I give you is Minuet in G. It's by J.S. Bach. I play that, and if I were to teach, what I did actually, I teach this Ethan Zhao. I teach in keyboard educator, right? And so there's a company rule where you cannot take private lessons for the kid. But the mom asked me and said, okay, so they pay me $40, and I taught them, and just 4 weeks into the lessons, I teach them every week. Could be 6 weeks. She got anyway. He played it like in front of a crowd in school, and it was just amazing, right? So that's very doable, and I played that, and I did pretty well. But over time, I just lose it. It's like riding a bicycle. What I realize is, I still, even though I don't play every single day, and I should, just thinking about the music in terms of the chord and stuff like that, it reinforces me. So it's almost like I'm developing muscle memory, but not actually exerting any muscle. It's actually some sort of mnemonic mapping in my head that translates to the muscle memory to play Minuet in G. And now is when I think of a lot of songs, I really think of chord. I think what James McFadden told me was like, when you reach a point where you think about owning the chords, you're at the next level. So it's very tedious just memorizing a song. I mean, I wish there's a better advice for me to tell you, like how do you perfect it, but it just takes a long time, over the span of a long time, to memorize it word by word. I think Kamala Harris stumbled about that. Fear is contagious, as well as courage is also contagious. I think there was another speech where he blanked out. And when I first started, my first 2008, my Six Flags, I also went to Toastmasters. I did professional wrestling. I want to be a professional wrestler, and I memorized the word by word. Was horrible. Like no one got it. Like it was just silence. Like it was like artistic. It was an artistic art that no one could discover it like that. And so maybe 6 months into Six Flags, I memorized eating an instant noodle is so much better, especially during winter times. That's just one sentence. It took me 2 weeks just to memorize it, and it could be a month, an entire month, just for one sentence. It just takes hard. It just takes a lot of hard struggle just to memorize it word by word. But as you continue doing it, the tricks and techniques, and you just refine it. So with that, I will end this. I will probably make another post about multi-platform for Java later in the day. See ya.